for just a moment here. I'm going to go into this presentation real quick. I'm actually using this presentation with the permission of the author of the presentation. We're not going to go through every single slide. We're just going to skip over some stuff, but I just want to kind of point out a few things. Basically, copyright is when somebody creates something, like an author or a musician or an artist creates something. Basically, they own it and they have the right to make money off of it if they want. It's their say. Things that are copyrighted are things like literary works, musical works, dramatic works. You can read all that. When somebody makes something, when they create something, they have the right to reproduce it. They have the right to distribute it and to perform it and to display it. It's theirs. They can do what they want with it. But that doesn't mean that you can take it. It means that the person who owns that item can do that, and they can make money with it if they want, if they so choose. Copyright lasts for life plus 70 years. So basically that means if you create something, you own it for your whole life, and then your ancestors, your children, your relatives, whatever, will also benefit from your creativity, which is kind of cool. Works published before 1978 and after 1923 are protected for 95 years. You don't really need to know that. Just know that life plus 70 if you create something. Copyright is automatic, so you don't need to include this little C on your works that you create. It's a good idea to, but you don't have to, because as soon as it takes any kind of physical form, it's copyrighted. So if you draw a picture, it's on a piece of paper, it's taken a physical form, it's copyrighted. If you create music and you record it, it's in physical form, so it's copyrighted. Anything in the public domain is usable, it's free. So usually things that are published before 1923 are in the public domain, and U.S. federal works are in the public domain. And sometimes authors can choose to put their works in the public domain as well, and they'll include a notice with it. Fair use, let's talk about that for a second. I hear this a lot. I hear students say all the time, well, I'm using it for school, so I can use it. That's not the case. You can use a certain percentage or a certain amount, and there are many things to consider for it to be fair use. There are many limitations. You have to consider, like the purpose of it. What purpose are you using the music or the image for, and what nature are you using, and how much of it, and is it going to have any effect on the potential value of the work? So you have to consider all four things to be even valid for fair use. A lot of people like to download music, and they like to create YouTube videos, and they like to post videos online and have some music to it. If you don't own the music and you are using more than 10% of the song, then you are in copyright violation. So let's think about this. Let's think about if it's a 3-minute song, and that's 180 seconds, you can use 10% of that, which would be 18 seconds. So keep that in mind whenever you are creating anything that involves music or images or anything, that if you don't own it, then you need to be considering the percentage of it that you're using. Now, when you go to likeagoodbook.com, you can click on this menu here and go to the students page, and I've actually compiled some websites here that you can use, some resources that you can use for example, free images. These are some websites that you can use to find items that are copyright free, royalty free. Also free music here. Purple Planet has some good music. Royalty free music has some really good music. The Dig CC Mixter we use a lot for when we do Wolf TV projects. So just know that resource is there for you to use.